Greetings! Stay a while and listen. To me, Marauderex, as we play more Unicorn Overlord. Alright, so I did do some stuff off-screen. I've got some level ups, I've got some more Coliseum coins. I am going to buy some stuff here at the price exchange. So we want 15 Dew of Agilities. So 15. We want 80 Strength. Uh, 80 Strength. We want 20 Vitalities.
You won't regret it.
And at this point, we would need full Keenness, Warding, and that's really it to kind of max out where we're at. So Keenness is critical rate, Warding is magic defense. So that's not super high up on the, like, Keenness is okay, but not great. So I may save the rest of my Coliseum points for Fevrite, honestly. Because we've got some things that we can take advantage of with that. Alright, so, Dew of Agility. We've got a couple of people who still need that. Let's, sort by unit, make sure we've got everyone. Because we've got Bryce, who's new. Not that 5 initiative's going to do him that good. We've got Dinah, Bertrand. Oh, we had Goval. I missed Goval. So I guess I've missed a couple. Okay, that's fine. Dew of Strength, we want to make sure we've got... So, like, I could add Strength to our casters, but I mostly just wanted to make sure I had enough to cover all of our units that have a melee attack. Which, I don't think Gilbert counts for his. But everyone else gets one, and then I have some for the units that I haven't actually done anything with. Like, I'm not using Linolagos, Ridiel, Galadmir, but, like, I might use Fidoquia, Umaris, probably won't use Jerome, but Rhaenys. So, yeah, I've got some spares should I want to keep them. And then, Dew of Vitality is basically just the same. Make sure everyone else in my assigned units has it, which Bryce needs some. Bertrand, Goval, and then just I'll keep 5 around in case I want to swap someone else out that I haven't used anything on, like Fidoquia, Umaris, like, etc. Alright. And so let's look at the character list to see what everyone's doing at the moment. So I've got mostly everyone between 36 and 38. Honestly, I think I've got a couple of 36s still. No, everyone's at least level 37. Okay, fantastic, wonderful. That is great. All right, so let's go over here and we'll start doing some of these. We've got 32, 33. We've beaten that numerous times. That's where I've been doing my power leveling. So let's go do the Battle of Roastford. And we've got some items down here that I have not picked up in a while because I haven't been down this way. So let's go ahead and get those while we're here. Is there anything here? Oh no, that's a Divine Shard point once we unlock this. Okay. Alright, so Roastford. Let's roast them. Okay. So it's a very small map. There's a lot of stuff in between us and where we want to go. And it's all just gently. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units in the field. 2 units in watchtowers. That's a lot. That is a lot to deal with. Thankfully, though, I have no qualms with this fight because I can do this.
I'm not afraid. Just say the word.
And Valor skill. Heavy swing. And we'll do that. Get rid of everything in the way. And
Ready anytime.
let's just use Unify's unit. Let's have you go there.
Just say the word. Ready anytime. Just say the
No,
word.
let's... there we go. Who do I want to deploy? Who needs some more? You haven't done much of anything. You're still... You don't have any...
I'm going.
Any 30,
Danger.
38s at the moment. Not that we're going to get much XP from this. We are way over-leveled for a lot of this. So I would expect... Yeah, I'd expect this to be in the red.
I've got you now.
But this is also a fight that you could do very easily with
Got it.
just a couple of flying units.
I'll tear you apart.
Jesus, that group is just getting the crap kicked out of them by
Boost to morale.
one healer.
This is far from over. You've made the right call.
Bow strung.
Alright,
Going there now.
go
My arrows never miss.
get involved in this.
Who should I beat next?
Alright, I need to summon someone to make use of...
I'll ride any distance. Merely say the word. My steed is swifter than the wind.
Oh, hey.
Prepare to be run through.
1,200 damage. Sure. Gee, really?
Do your worst.
I'm just
Was
getting
never in doubt.
completely stuck. Okay.
Ready anytime.
Let's summon a flying unit, maybe.
Order must be preserved. Allow
And
me.
we're just gonna go
Very well.
deal with that. Because we got another
Prepare to be run through.
unit that just kind of shows up out of freaking nowhere.
Naturally.
And it's a cavalry unit, so like
You're
their
mine.
movement is insane.
We did it.
How can I assist?
All right. Go
I
deal
ride
with
it
them.
once. One thrust of the lance is all I need.
I'm gonna attack with my last
I'm prepared for anything.
so that you
My
stop
steed is
that.
swifter than the wind.
Orders.
You
It
go
shall be
deal with
done.
them.
This should be it.
Do
And
your worst.
no support for you.
I must pause for now.
And
rise to
what
any
do we
challenge.
have for you? Let's do that.
What immense power!
That'll be fun. Let's see how this fight goes.
Face your demise.
We still don't kill them.
Like a fighting wind. You're certain to hit.
But we have the extra passive.
To shreds with you.
And I'm just completely blind. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Quiet down.
I love blindness. I definitely need to have blind resistance.
Impressive.
Alright, why did you not dodge that? Well, I guess you can't, because parry, I guess, is physical. Ranged attack doesn't count.
Hold on.
Alright, so we've killed
Manifest your will.
Be at peace.
their 2 tanks. We've killed their healer.
Not looking great. You
Okay.
will match.
Alright. So there we go. That'll
If you
end
want
it.
me, then have me.
And we'll just end that one.
Reason rules the day.
Not a difficult fight, even if you're at the same level, because really these liberation fights, the best thing you can do is just have, like, honestly, a lane hang back, guard your command post, and send a flying unit straight to the target, and that's all you have to do. And we got a dress. Alright, what deliveries do we need to make here? Sturdy timber, meager timber, and unsullied timber. So basically 3 different layers of timber. Okay. And your entire town has been restored. I don't know why they needed so much wood. It seems like it's mostly it's stonework. If you look at the town itself.
Know if you require assistance.
A lifeblood talisman, another HP up item, liberator's staff, dispel all, removes all buffs from all enemies. That's not bad, actually. Some more Vorpal stuff. And we've hit steel weapons, which is attack of 22. That's what Elaine's mom had in the beginning. So, let's station a guard. I've got a Pierre. I need to hire more
I'll guard it
guards.
well.
And hey, look! More goat milk. Let's go ahead and do this, because I don't know when the last time I did that was. And I don't know when we're going to need to give more goat milk. So having some is always better than not. Alright, let's come up here. We'll get into a fight with you. Get this. We'll get into a fight with you. And we've already got that item. Yes, we did. I think that was just Hallowed Cornash. And Battle for Foxwell. This is just another basic liberation stage. And we've done this stage kind of already with the Sigil fight, because it's a very similar map. We're just coming at it from the opposite end. In fact, the Sigil fight is more difficult than this, because the Sigil fight is so much larger. Alright, we need...
I'm not afraid. Just say the word.
we need just a heavy swing. And that's ridiculous, is what that is.
Ready anytime.
And I'm just gonna have you go do that. I don't need to kill you all. And like I said, I'm just gonna have Elaine kind of come and do that.
My arrows never miss.
And I'm not even bothering with pretending like that you guys are, you know.
Not really a fair fight.
Oh. Well. Okay. That changes it because now I've got my tanks back.
Keep it up, everyone.
And now you just die.
You're
Because you
mine.
have one person remaining.
We did it.
Yeah, that's... And that was a more complicated version of that, because I sent a ground unit. And yeah, let's go ahead and save. We'll save here, over Battle for Roastfort. And let's see what we can get from here. We got a snack tray. Anyone up for some charcuterie? Oh, hey, I can fight you and get some money. And a rapport conversation between Lex and Chloe. And $5,000. Not that I need this. Oh, this is just a fort. This isn't even a town. I thought that was a fort. Or I thought that was a... You know what I mean. Healing tonic. Okay. Well. And hey, we've got more goats. Just skip that because we don't need... I just want the goat milk. There we go. This is opened. Yes, it has. What do we have? I've got 17. Not enough to get what I want next, which is the white cat ear hood. Or I could just buy some fevrite from you. Granted, I don't think divine shards... Well, I mean, I guess they kind of have to. Because you get you've got unlimited here, so... Like... I guess they respawn on the map. I don't think I've seen them respawn on the map. But I also don't think I've put that much effort into paying attention to that. So, we've got some fevrite, which is great. We've got a stone circle for more of the star iron. Which, star iron is great for some classes because the extra defense on the weapons, because like I said, we do have a couple of units, like Joseph has a meteorite sword, HP plus and a guard rate, so like that's good for some. Like I should probably get one for him. I could get one for Virginia, but honestly, she does a little bit better with the Zenoranite sword, I'm thinking. Attack at 20 versus 24. I mean, I also could upgrade that. And honestly, I'm using a lot more Carnelian weapons than I did the first time I played. So, we've got a little bit of story that I'm going to unlock here. We're not really going to be able to do this fight in this episode. We're getting close to the capital city. Bisphane Basilica. You sit tight, I'll go take a look around. Travis, my scouting thief. Doubt this will come as a shock, but they've got soldiers patrolling the entire region. And the bridge is the way we would need to get into the town. Then get our hands on Fort Kings Rock. Managed to capture a couple of guards on my way back. They'll be able to tell us more. I just captured some guards. So this is where we would start.
According to the captives, all decisions regarding the deployment of soldiers come directly from the Pontifex himself.
Yet Galerius claimed the man was dead.
The Pontificate is a hereditary station, meaning the next in line takes the mitre when their forebear passes. Thus, we can almost assuredly assume an heir has ascended to the role.
I don't believe that's likely.
Then perhaps Galerius was lying. Such simple deception is far from beneath him.
Hey, not to butt in, but... Isn't Scarlet supposed to be the new Pontifex?
Why would you think such a thing?
Well, the two of you have been acting real weird ever since we got to Albion. I was gonna come ask why when I overheard you talking about it. Sorry, I wasn't trying to pry.
Does he speak true?
He does. I'm sorry for hiding it from you all. Pontifex Arant only has one descendant, and that's me.
How long have you known, Elaine?
Since the sanctuary in Cornea. In the eyes of the Orthodoxy, Scarlet would rightfully take over in the case of Arant's passing.
Which means Galerius did lie. It appears the Pontifex still lives, and is dictating every move Albion's forces make.
It's possible, yes. But our only hope of learning the truth will lie in infiltrating the pontifical chambers.
Then let me do it.
Not when Zenoira's got the church dancing to their tune. It's too risky.
Maybe so. But I'm his daughter. And I won't let you stop me from seeing what's become of him.
It's true that we'd be spared a sacrilegious war were you able to convince him to stand down. Yet we must first determine if he even lives. I know how you feel, Scarlet, but such responsibility can't rest on your shoulders. If Arant truly has passed on, yours would surely be the next life they hope to claim.
I don't know why, but I really love Elaine. He said pontifical, which is just... it's a word you don't hear enough.
So, even a proper scouting mission has failed to uncover the truth.
Indeed, it seems the Basilica's security was far too tight to breach. Though we have recovered word from a few locals who claim they've seen Arant at a distance. And yet, he's made no public appearances of late, citing grave illness as the reason.
Whether or not he truly lives, there will be no avoiding conflict with the arm of the Orthodoxy loyal to Zenoira.
If I may, Your Highness, I suggest we advance on the Basilica with all haste.
Before they can rally reinforcements from the rest of Albion, you mean? I suppose that would forestall an all-out war.
Quite so. And should we manage to bend the trunk of the Orthodoxy toward our cause, its many branches will surely follow suit.
You okay with this, Scarlet?
I've made my peace with whatever it is we have to do. So don't treat me any differently, okay? That goes for you too, Elaine.
That's easy enough to say, but this fight will surely see you cross swords with people you know. Maybe even people you love. I imagine the battle will be a painful one indeed.
What's one moment of pain in the face of a lifetime of suffering under Zenoiran rule? For the people of Albion, I'll do anything it takes.
Very well then. Our destination is set. We march for Albion's capital, and Bisphane Basilica held within.
In that case, we must first secure the bridgehead across the river in the Warnby region.
Prepare to depart at once.
But of course, Your Highness.
A moment, Scarlet. Are you sure you want to go through with this?
To be honest, I'm a bit scared.
I can only imagine.
But praying over the matter will solve nothing. I have to act if I want to see it done. And I plan to do just that.
She's got a pretty good head on her shoulders. Very, like, religion's only going to get me so far in this situation. I gotta do some stuff. All right, so there's another fort here that we don't have access to until we beat this fight. And this is a story fight, so it's going to take a while. So I'm not going to try to do it in this episode. We'll get these items. And we'll get some extra honors killing these guys. Like, not super worried about them. And find a Dream Blossom. An item that you don't get many of in this game, which is kind of weird considering it, especially this stage of the game, between Albion and Bastorius, you've got a lot of time-specific, like, things. Like, time of day really does kind of factor into it. Alright, so yeah, I will... Actually, let's go ahead and... While I'm at it, let's go get some more Pierres. What kind of Pierres do I want? I don't really need any more knights. I can't get any more housecarls. Fighters are not that useful. Let's buy a couple of sword fighters. Hire. Oh, you're not Pierre. You're gonna be Pamela. You are gonna be Pamela, aren't you? Is that... Yes. Pamela.
Good call.
And another Pamela.
Well, well, well.
There's some drastically different voices, because... Yeah, Pamela's. Pierre and Pamela. That's how I'm going. And Engelberts. I got some Engelberts because I got those in Drakenhold. Because, you know, names are region specific. Which, you know, kind of makes sense. I can see that. Like, that makes some sense to me. Alright, one thing I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and upgrade some of these weapons while I can. So, like, I know for a fact that I'm going to do the Kingsblade Coronix, and I've got 7 Fevrite, so that's one that I know we're going to use. I kind of want to make sure that this one is used by someone. It's initiative and accuracy. I don't know who, though. The Wyvern Razor definitely needs to get upgraded as well. The King's Axe... I'm just going to go ahead and do all of the remaining King's weapons. Like, those definitely need to be done. The King's Bow is already high enough, so I'm not super concerned with that. I could give the Rose Knight Sword to you. Zenoira Knight Sword, I could give it to the Rose Knight. Like, that seems to be, like, that would make the most sense, wouldn't it? I will probably do the Spell Steel Swords just to max those out later on. Thorn Blades are a good option because base passive. Basically anything that's going to give you really good stats. Like, weapons that have additional attacks, not going to be that useful unless you know you're going to be using that attack. Like, the Cutthroats, not terrible. Blindness immunity. But, like, I wouldn't be using it for its attack. It's the evasion and the blindness immunity. Like, same with, like, the Runic Sword. Like, that's a little... I mean, a Runic Sword plus, that would probably do really well on... As opposed to a Spell Steel Sword, because it at least has Magic Defense plus 3. Which is about the same as the Great Wood Swords. Like, some of the balance to these weapons is a little weird. And the fact that we only get one of certain things, also a little weird. Like the Heavenswing Sword. Only one. Accuracy and evasion plus 10. That would be a great weapon to have on several different types of tanks. Only get one. And since it's on a tank, I can't justify taking it off. So, and then kind of the same, all of the axes have some sort of attack, really. The Warhammer is just a really decent starting axe. The Dark Knight Cleaver has physical and magic attack, which would probably be good with our Dark Knight character. Our single Dark Knight character. Black Iron Axes. Critical rate +5 is not a bad thing to have. And then what? The Crushing Axe. It was a good starting axe. Inflicts stun. That's actually one with an attack that's not terrible. It has no... I thought it had some stats to it, but no. And then, you know, you're going to have things like the Knot of Ruin, which has some stat downs. The only reason why it was half decent is because its attack was super high. Honestly, I'd probably go with something like the Golden Ram Axe ahead of that. Like, yes, it's one active, but for negative 30 HP, like, I could probably just buy him another Carnelian Axe and have the same thing. In fact, I may do that. But, like, Golden Ram Axe, probably Bandits. Evasion 10, not terrible to have. Rose Knight Axe, Labrys. Like, definitely Rose Knight Axe and Labrys. Those are nice to have. Rose Knight Hammer. So, yeah. There's going to be a lot of weapons that I'm going to do, and once I have the quarry open here, we'll be getting more Fevrite. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and save here, and I will end this episode, and I will see you all in the next installment. So, till then, later, everyone.